Some have commented that they are missing the duck and roll in this gang of street beasts, and I'm excited to see the street beasts back and sad to not see the duck and roll among them, but I'm even more excited to see the X-Racers back. Hey everybody, I'm Brendan. The X-Racers, if you remember, and there's Mach 8 and Eruption getting going, the X-Racers, they haven't appeared in a tournament for a while, and way back when I started commentary with Races and Fun, and Eruption's going to take this one pretty easily there. When I started commentary Races and Fun, I remember the X-Racers were one of the first teams that stood out to me as a high-performing team as a 5.27. Remember, they almost had a full team sweep. I'll never forget that. In that one spiral, I think, parking garage type tournament, except for the Power Rocket, which came up one race short of claiming that title with the team. But they're a standout team, and we'll see if they can perform in this one. Eruption falling behind this time, and, well, depends on what the time of this finish was for the Speed Racer team. And it's 5.4, so not fast enough to move on. Eruption will move on. Ooh, and see through that jump, had a tough contact, and this time did not get down very smoothly as well. You want the front wheels to hit first, but you want them to hit just a little bit before the back wheels, not, you know, almost going completely vertical. Formula E Power Rage. Formula E in the near side here, off to a slow start here, already a length down. Power Rage almost leaves the track, the back bounces around. Here he goes, the next jump. Ooh, pretty clean spins, almost loses the race to the Formula E. Power Rage slots in there for a 5.39. Lot of mistakes and still a pretty good time. This could be good. See, he got one of his wheels on the rail there, and this time bounces down and spins here. I think just lost control, so it is possible that he could break records here if he has a clean run. Power Rage looking to cut that down, time down even further. Formula E on the far side there, loses length, he's bumped forward. This could be big for time. Big jump, he's clean. That could be it. .15. I think it's a little bit slow. Look at this. That acceleration bump just gave him speed. He lost a little control, but he was pretty straight to the end. Oh, wow. And if I remember correctly, the actual record was a little lower, 5.10. So, just off the mark for that. He will advance, though, of course, and be a tough force in the final round. Stalker and the Salt Shaker. The Salt Shaker there coming from the X-Racers gang. Oh, grinding on the edge there, loses some speed. And there's the big jump from Stalker. And he's going to end it early on in this first one. Bounce into that final end pillow, which is set pretty far back from the finish tape at this time. I think because cars are gaining so much speed on this track, they want to give them a little run length before the pillow. Usually the pillow, I'd say, is about half the distance away, but there's a lot of distance they cover in the post-finish line space. Let's see, Salt Shaker on the near side here. Had a tough run in the last one, a little bit faster this time, but can't seem to get around on the inside line. Oh, has a chance here on the outside, big jump! If he beats the time, he wins! Oh, the Stalker gets snapped through the finish line, too. Somehow he got a few wheels off the track. That's not fast enough, though. There's an advancement. See, he lost the line through the jump. He couldn't stay smooth. Gains it back, but he just didn't have enough time. He lost speed early on. Oh, look at that snap. And the Stalker is going to advance. Batmobile Velociracer. In the blocks. Set off the blocks, Velociracer. Veloci slow right now. Ooh, a couple lengths behind already. Batmobile staying in it, near side. Velociracer tries to find a gap. Batmobile puts on the nose block, goes off track, and still wins. 5.27, so both of these vehicles racing pretty fast in that one. even with all the commotion there was some tough landings. Batmobile had to do something about this possible pass from the Velociracer, and he does kind of shove his nose in front for a second, and that won him the race. Let's see if he can hold on in this next one. Velociracer on the near side right now, off to a slower start, already a couple lengths down. Batmobile gets over the first jump, looking good. Round the turn they go. Velociracer's way too slow. He skidded bad, but Batmobile could break a record here. He had a fast run. Turn around, and we have a 5.21. So not ideal for record breaking, but ideal for advancement. That was the first car we've seen kind of get stuck earlier up in the track, and it was coming from the second turn that we don't get to see in the replay, where he skidded and I believe pointed that nose up through the hairpin in the bank turn. It kind of went vertical in a sense, and there's no way he's getting over this jump when he's going down sideways like that. Well, Batmobile cut his time down to 5.21 and advances. Stocker and Batmobile, the two. Third round. Eruption, Power Rage, Stocker, and Batmobile are our finalists. Our semifinalists. Now we got the Eruption and the Power Rage out there on the track. Eruption on the near side, Power Rage. Fastest car we've seen today. Bounces out nice and clean. Eruption already turning around. Power Rage staying pretty straight. Another big jump for him. He's clean. Ooh, he shoved himself against the side, but it was still pretty clean. That's a 5.16. 5.16. So close to that record, but just a little bit. 5.16. Maybe you can cut that down on this one. Eruption has a lot of work to do. Eruption on the far side. Ooh, out to a pretty speedy start, but loses the length early on again. The Power Rage pushed forward by the car behind him. He gets speed. He finishes so fast. That, I think, will do it. That's gotta do it. 5.1181. And I'd have to check the actual decimals on that. We are so close, and we'll pan up and see here. And the Eruption stuck in the goo. And officials are preparing the final time check for what the previous. This one was 5.1181. Let's see where we're at here as far as the record. Waiting on that information as we head on. And obviously the rage will move on here. We got the next two. Stocker and the Batmobile. Staying in the pocket here. Batmobile. Ooh, clips out pretty well. Ooh, a little shaky there, but gets across in front. And he'll start strong. Well, we have the information in. The best time, and this was in race 1, well, in video 1, a few races in, was 5.1011. 5.1011. And that's going to mean that the Power Rage could not break the record, even though he was so close. Batmobile clips out nice and fast. Again, speed here, almost off the camera. That's so fast, he spins, loses some at the end. What's the time? 5.13. We get close. So Power Rage again with a 5.1181. 5.1011 is our record. So very close, yet so very far. Batmobile cuts his time down even more from the beginning of the day. 5.13 looks pretty good. Power Rage and the Batmobile, the two fastest cars we've seen today. Both very, very close to breaking the record here at the track. Both worthy of moving on. Spider-Man, Batman looks like. I think there's some Spider-Man decals on that car, so that's kind of what it looks like to me. Spider-Man, Batman, little combo there. Spider-Man not doing so well. Batmobile crosses fast. That doesn't look like a record to me, though. 5.1013. 5.1013. We just said that the record is 5.1011. It's so close. Batmobile. He's cut his time down so much today. Near side. Oh, they're both hung up there. I think that's not going to be any record-breaking time. Power Rage with not even the wind. The Batmobile is going to clip past as he spins. The 5.1011 will stand by 2/1000ths of a. That's right. No, 2/10,000ths of a second, right? Because 10th, 100th, 1,000th, but it's 2/10,000ths of a second. The record will stand. The Batmobile was 2/10,000ths of a second behind. Still worthy of advancement. What a race from the both of them. Subscribe to this one, and we'll see you next time on Races and Fun.